require to be upgraded. All mobile phones must be deactivated. All flash photography is incompatible with cyber technology and must not be used. You will remain in your seats and wait for further instructions or be deleted. Delete, delete, delete.
Hello, Wembley! That was absolutely useless. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. My job depends on it. I get this wrong, they replace me with Colin Baker. No, seriously, there is a car waiting outside his house now, ready to drive him here at a moment's notice. I'm pretty sure he's after my job. In a funny way, he always has been. So, hello, Wembley! Oh, that's more like it. Now I feel like a rock star. My name is Peter Davison, and I played the Fifth Doctor. Wow. What good memories you all have. A very warm welcome to this Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular. Wow, what a 36 hours we have had, you know, because we arrived here on Thursday night and we had to rig, and these are very complicated shows to get in. You can see a lot of work to do. And then they discovered a World War II unexploded bomb on a building site next door, and we all had to evacuate. Couldn't get back in here for half a day. And finally when we did, of course, everyone had to work twice as hard, but we've got it all together, and I think we've got an absolutely brilliant show for you. And I'm very happy to report that the unexploded bomb has been safely removed, and indeed, I believe, has been entered for the live semi-final of Britain's Got Talent. And judging by the competition, it stands a pretty good chance. What could possibly go wrong? World War II bomb, Britain's Got Talent. It's sort of win-win, really. I'm thrilled to be your host for this very first ever UK performance. We were in Australia and New Zealand earlier this year, and in October the show heads to New York for its US premiere. Yes, Doctor Who truly is global. But of course, yes, it is. Universal, in fact. Galactic. But of course, the Doctors themselves, we're like one big happy family. Some are more like family than others. But, you know, when I knew I was doing this show, I thought I would reach out to my former colleagues, and I thought maybe they would send me a couple of texts to wish us well. And indeed, I did get a couple of responses. I got them for you here. Let me see what I've got. Read them out to you. Oh yes, I got one from Sylvester McCoy, who was of course the Seventh Doctor, and he says, Peter, have a great show. Could you mention I'm in The Hobbit? Very good, very good. Oh, here's one from Tom Baker, who was, of course, the Fourth Doctor, Tom. And he texted me, Peter, marvellous news. I've always admired your work. I thought you were brilliant in the thick of it. Is another Peter? I don't know. Very odd, very odd. Anyway, one here from Colin Baker, the Sixth Doctor, and he says, good luck, Peter, break a leg. That's, of course, a theatrical term meaning good luck. He makes sure you stay close to whoever brought you along this afternoon. Although you may feel fine, trust me, the older people get very scared. This is Wherever, Whenever. Alongside some of Murray's most popular themes from the past decade. And it's to the past that we take you now. First, we'll hear a theme that was first heard in 2005 with the arrival of the Ninth Doctor. The Doctor's theme will then be followed by Murray's anthemic Song of Freedom. Back to its orbit in the 2008 Russell T Davies season finale, Journey's End. Oh, that 10th Doctor. He's all right, isn't he, the 10th Doctor? Fine. It was just a bit of joking. He's very good to his family. He calls me Dad, you know. It's really weird. With this next piece, we're going to stay with the Doctor's companions and focus on 4 of the most recent occupants of the TARDIS. This is Murray Gold's The Companions.
Boarding. Begin attack. Advance.
Seek, locate, destroy.
Humans, this city of London is now under Dalek control. Enemies of the Daleks must be destroyed. The building is surrounded. There is no escape from the Daleks. You must obey or be exterminated. Exterminate! 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 Humans, will you obey the Daleks forever? Answer correctly. Let me hear you say exterminate. I cannot hear you. You all make very good Daleks. Orchestra, you will surrender your rebel conductor, then Foster, or be exterminated. You will obey the Daleks. Intruder detected. Alert, alert.
Excuse me, you do realise we're in the middle of a concert here, do you? Not far here and making a lot of noise.
Bring forward the intruder.
Oh, all right, fine. I'm not really used to being treated like this, but I...
Move. Resistance will not be tolerated.
What?
Scanning.
Whoa! That's rather nice.
You are not Ben Foster.
Who? Ben Foster? No, I'm not Ben Foster. No, I'm much more happy.
Explain yourself.
Well, I was just having a cup of tea and practicing my bomb diffusal techniques, and then you turn up, and I don't really know what to do now.
Records indicate that you are known to the Daleks.
Very possibly. You watch a lot of television, you know, I'm on this very small. I said, Ben! I've done a lot of other things, really. You may have seen me, I don't know. Ben, could you sort this out? I'm just in the middle of my tea break. Is that all right? Okay, fine. Very good, okay. Well, I'll leave you to...
What is that noise? Alert, alert! What is that device?
Oh, you've got to have a lie down, Peter.
You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
It's kind of my bit, so...
Yeah.
Ben Foster, you are the enemy of the Daleks. You will obey or be exterminated. Return to the platform and conduct. Orchestra, you are all now slaves of the Daleks. Your rebel leader will conduct special Dalek music. Resist, and you will be exterminated.
Why?
Conductor, if you value your life, you will begin. Begin or be exterminated.
Over 50 years ago by the great William Hartnell in a story that's known today simply as The Daleks. I came face to face with them in 1984's Resurrection of the Daleks. Actually, I got to push one of them out of a second-story window and watch it explode on the road outside. I can tell you there is no better feeling in the world than pushing a Dalek out of a second-story window. Although the producers have asked me to say, please don't try this at home. Ben, I enjoyed that. I thought that was a really nice piece of acting on your part. I think you're very good. Yeah.
Thanks, Peter. That's
I think it's very economic, very precise.
Well,
you've come on some. I mean, have you been taking lessons?
I have actually. I've been seeing an actor.
Really? Lessons from an actor?
He's a very lovely actor with stage,
Distinguished,
film, corporate videos.
Not going to tell us who it is that right?
Well, he won't mind me mentioning. He's a Wickham-based actor by the name of Colin Baker. One of your friends.
Colin Baker.
One of your pals.
Yeah. You could have asked me, of course. I mean, I'm still happy to take over if you'd like me to.
He said you were busy.
Okay, fine. No. I can see it now, actually. I can see the influences, because what I love about your performance there is the way that you managed to combine the truth of an Arnold Schwarzenegger performance with all the macho tough guy qualities of Mr. Bean. So yeah, great stuff. Keep it up. I'm sure you'll go a long way. I do have one note for you, but I can give it to you later.
Great. Love to hear it.
Yeah, just one note really. Don't give up the day job. We've now come to the final piece in the first half of this Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular. And for this, I need you to focus and conjure up the spirit of Christmas. Yes, it's time to ask yourself, do you believe in Santa Claus? Since Doctor Who returned to our screens back in 2005, the Christmas special has become something of a festive tradition. And last December, Stephen Moffat delivered one of his scariest Christmas treats yet. We saw the Doctor and Clara come face to face with Santa, his elves, and even a red-nosed reindeer. But was it all a sinister dream? To perform Murray Gold's Last Christmas Suite, the BBC National Orchestra and Chorus of Wales are joined by Aileen Manahan Thomas and conducted by Mr. Ben Foster.
There will now be a 20-minute interval. You must return on time, or you will be exterminated!
Welcome back to the second half of this Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular. That was All the Strange Creatures, performed by the BBC National Orchestra of Wales, leader Leslie Hatfield. And the BBC National Chorus of Wales. All under the sonic baton of Doctor Who's resident maestro, Mr. Ben Foster. I'm quite enjoying this now. You enjoying it, man? Yeah. Yes. Although I'll ask them. Are you all having a good time? Yes. Oh, that reminds me. Hang on one sec. I won't keep you a minute. One sec. Just, Colin! Hello, mate. I'm really sorry about this, but I don't think we're going to need you after all. No, it turns out they love me. I just asked them. So I think you could probably just send a taxi away and sit down on the sofa and relax. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, look, I better go because the audience is actually here and well, they're listening actually. So yeah, okay, all right. One thing, Colin. Ben Foster. That's right, you get the acting lessons. Yeah, look, I think he wants to cancel the rest of the course. He doesn't think it's working out. No, I think he wants to find someone who's maybe just a bit younger and slightly more happening. Yeah, hello, Colin. Oh, hung up. Don't worry, I'll make it up to him. I'll buy him a donut or something. Now we turn to a character. Oh no, I like donuts. Come on! We now turn to a character that the 12th Doctor recently described as short, roundish, but with a good personality. She made her enigmatic debut in Season 7's Asylum of the Daleks, but it wasn't until 2013, and the name of the Doctor, that the mystery of Clara, sometimes Osway, was finally revealed. She's been the Doctor's guardian angel since he first stole the TARDIS and fled Gallifrey. I wish I'd known that at the time. Magic would have bitten the dust much faster. Sorry. This is Murray Gold's beautiful theme for The Impossible Girl. And the terrifying foretold. Next, we turn back the clock to Stephen Moffat's brilliant and mind-blowing two-part epic that brought Matt Smith's first season as the 11th Doctor to a close. With every enemy the Doctor has ever faced descending on Stonehenge to form an unlikely alliance, the Doctor captive inside the fabled and mysterious Pandorica, and the TARDIS exploding and ripping apart the very fabric of the universe, hope rests with a man who waits 2,000 years and a little girl who still believes in stars. From Season 5's The Pandorica Opens and The Big Bang, this is Murray Gold's Pandorica Suite. Simply breathtaking. Now, apparently a few of you have been wondering about this, and I can confirm that we're very pleased to have Murray Gold with us this afternoon. He's a very modest man, so unless he stands up and waves, it's going to be a bit like that book, Where's Wally? No, he's back there somewhere. Anyway, following that performance, I think a special mention also is in order for the man to my right. Not only is Ben our conductor for these Symphonic Spectaculars, he's also conducted the studio recordings for the series since Christmas 2005 and orchestrated most of the music you're hearing today. Apart from that, he does absolutely nothing. Actually, Ben, a little thing, I thought this might be very informative for the audience, because maybe a lot of them need to see an orchestral concert before we know. And I watched you in front of the orchestra the last couple of months, flapping your arms around like a madman. And I just wondered, what is it exactly that you are doing?
Well, Peter, it's my job to guide the orchestra through the music, keep everyone together, make sure they know what they're doing.
So you take it them through it step by step, the highs and the lows, etc.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this orchestra has been playing this music since December 2005.
Nearly 10 years.
Nearly 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, nearly 10 years.
Marvelous.
I don't want to be harsh, but shouldn't they really know what they're doing? Whoa, right, oh, come on!
Get on!
Heaven's sake, whoa!
Bring back Colin Baker.
This shows you, never get on the wrong side of the BBC National Orchestra of Wales. And chorus, of course. Thank you very much. With this next piece, we stay in the time of the 11th Doctor and head to Sardic Town for a story that has all the hallmarks of a familiar Dickensian Christmas. I'm not entirely convinced Dickens would have written in The Shark, but with Amy and Rory trapped on a crashing space liner, the only way the Doctor can rescue them is to save the soul of a lonely old miser. Please welcome back Aileen Manahan Thomas to sing the haunting Abigail's song from Stephen Moffat's A Christmas Carol. 50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor. When it was first broadcast on the 23rd of November 2013, it was seen in 98 countries across 6 continents. It's officially in the Guinness Book of Records as the largest ever simulcast for a television drama. As well as properly introducing us to the War Doctor, it gave us a first thrilling glimpse of the 12th Doctor. And it's to the 12th Doctor that we return now, as we bring this Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular to a close. Yes, sadly, time has defeated us. Thank you, Wembley. You have been a fantastic audience. It's been an absolute blast. And I mean that in the sense of an amazing amount of fun, not in the sense of an unexploded World War II. At the start of Stephen Moffat's dark and poignant 2-part finale to Series 8, there are questions to be answered. Will the Doctor finally discover the true identity of Missy? And will he unlock the mystery of the Nethersphere? Tragedy awaits as Missy's sinister plot unfolds. This is Murray Gold's Death in Heaven Suite. first heard in The End of Time and written for the 10th Doctor's regeneration. And with it, we paid tribute to all of the Doctors. And I guess that includes me. So, how about one tiny little bit more? I'm not sure, I'll just ask, okay? Just wait there. Ben, I'm sorry, I promised them just a little bit more. Have you got anything?
Not again.
I know it's a sneaker with you. Let's tell him. Okay, sorry. I did have a little something that might help, if that's all right. If it would just spur you on. Yeah, all right, okay, just wait there. Everyone has to wait everywhere. 1 second. Excuse me, this might be a bit difficult because I've got to reach back through 7 Doctors. 1 second. I think I've got it. All right. Just try that on down. That'll give you a final burst of energy. Thank you very much. I'll look after this. All right, here we go. To end this Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular, we're going to take you back in time to the 23rd of November 1963, when the very first episode of Doctor Who was broadcast on BBC television. It introduced the world to one of the most iconic pieces of music ever written. Composed by Ron Grainer and arranged by Delia Derbyshire in BBC's legendary radiophonic workshop, it was unlike anything anyone had ever heard before. Prepare to be amazed one more time with Murray Gold's reimagining of the greatest theme tune of all time.